I think one of the biggest lies people believe is that not everyone's creative. People will say that so casually. I'm not creative. And honestly, something about that just doesn't sit right. I think creativity is just being human, literally. It doesn't have to be painting, it doesn't have to be music, it doesn't have to be going viral, content creation, filming, acting. It's just simply adapting to your environment and being present. It's simply like you responding to your life and how it's going in your own way. Because if you're put in other people's position, other people's circumstances, you would respond, you would solve problems differently, you would dress differently, you would think differently. And that's all based in your creativity. Even when you figure out someone and you weren't going the right way, that's a form of creativity. Building a morning routine, making a regimen for you to follow in a certain way and down to the Pacifics, that's really creative in its own way. Because everybody has their own way of doing things. And to be honest, it is creative, but we just don't call it that because the misconception that creativity has to be a performance, but that's not true at all. I was having this talk with my mom, and she was telling me how she was never really that creative, but she always seemed a way to do things in a creative way. And I would notice this before she did, but it's just because she didn't understand creativity in itself. I think the reason people say they're not creative because we've narrowed the definition. Or a filmmaker and millions of us, and a lot of us don't fall in those categories. But whoever said creativity has to always be a performance? That's the problem. Now, speaking directly to you watching this, are you creative? Yes, good. If not, why do you feel that way? Is it because you don't have the looks, the likes, the comments, the views? Is it because external reasons or is it because of internal reasons? And if you want to be a creative, what's stopping you? Because there's nothing stopping you from being creative. The only thing that's really in someone's way of being creative is permission. And the problem is we don't give ourselves enough permission to make art, permission to be creative, to experiment, to fail, to love, to laugh. But if you do this every day, you open yourself up to that side of you that doesn't really look for the right answer and it's always curious, a real shift happens because then you become aware of it. You realize, oh, I'm actually shaping into something every day. And I'm actually getting more tapped into this inner childlike version of myself that's enjoying what they're doing and excited to do things. The only excitement in my life comes from creativity. I know we're not all the same, but I feel like that's something people should try to tap into because they might not know it's there because of the lack of permission they give themselves. So give yourself permission. Stop trying to be impressive. Create something no one's going to see. Change one small thing in your routine. Write a random note to yourself or to someone else. Record a voice memo. Rearrange your space. Just breathe. You don't have to become creative. You have to just stop ignoring it and putting it off to the side. That's when you become truly creative. Even in your silence, when you don't respond to others, or you choose not to talk or not to speak up or raise your hand, that's intentional. Intention is design, and design is creative. So think about that. Does that hit deep for you? Can you relate to that? Do you feel like your actions are intentional in ways that you might not see? Do you feel an inner sense of creativity, but you just don't know why you can't bring it out? Don't let your personal belief system block you from being the best version of yourself. Creativity is a form of self improvement. You don't have to make art, you don't have to draw, you don't have to do anything, but be more intentional. That's it. And give yourself permission to be creative and call it that. Don't neglect who you truly are when it comes down to your intentions. Own up to it. It'll make you more happy and more proud in the end. Give yourself ownership over what you make because you are creative and you are very talented. The world just hasn't found you yet. So don't give up on your passions, your dreams. Don't let your comparison to others' creativity who might have had help and assist to get to the spot they are keep you from becoming something big and something great yourself. Be honest with yourself and give yourself permission to go out there and create. Thank you.